Welcome back to Wayne's World of Gaming, where we play, talk about, and collect everything PlayStation. Now, am I wasting my money buying all this shit? So, I'm buying games, I'm buying toys, I'm buying collectibles, consoles on occasion, all bits and bobs. But is it a waste of money? Now, I want to hear everyone's thoughts on this. This is the reason for the video. It's going to be like no editing, me just blabbering. Short video, I'm assuming. I just want to hear what people's thoughts are, because I've had a few people and comments and stuff. It all started basically when I bought the PS5 Pro. People are saying I'm wasting my money. And then recently I bought that Resident Evil 3 Steelbook, and also what a waste of money. Now, I'm not saying this mostly people on the internet, because people who watch the channel are kind of in the same sort of space as me. Same mindset, you know, that this is cool, that's cool, I'd buy that, or I own one and whatnot. It's more like friends and family and things like that, which got me thinking, am I wasting my money? But first of all, I just want to think, like, what the fuck has it got to do with you, what I spend my money on? Do you know what I mean? As long as I'm not doing anything malice or anything bad with my money, like funding a terror group in the fucking Middle East or something, what has it got to do with anyone, what I spend my money on? And there was like that steelbook you bought, it was £50 for a steelbook, yeah, and it sells usually for 200 to 300 from what I can find. They're like, you could do so much better things with that £50. Well, I want to know what you could do with that £50. What would you spend £50 on? You could go out for a meal. You wouldn't even get a really good meal, like a proper slap up meal. You know, you and your missus, you're talking £100. A few drinks as well, 120 maybe. I don't know. I haven't done it for a while, but luckily Laura's not into fine dining. You know, she'd rather go to a Harvester or something. But even a Harvester, that'll probably cost us the best part of 50 quid. A takeaway, you know, if I buy all the kids and me and Laura, you're talking 50, 60 quid. So what would you do better with the 50 quid? And it's my money. People spend thousands on pieces of art. You know, I get a lot of people as well, oh, you're buying all these games, you're not even going to play them. What a waste of money. Do I need to play them? I like looking at the artwork on some of them. And like I said, people they'll buy a painting and go, like my local gallery in town. They've got paintings. They're not painted by anyone significant, just local artists. And there's paintings in there. £500, £1,000, £2,000 for a painting. So people are allowed to spend money on those sorts of things, or getting a stamp collection. I don't know much about stamps, but you know, the value could have fallen out of them. But I remember growing up as a kid, my nana used to tell me the penny black was an expensive stamp. You know, people would spend God knows what on a stamp this big to go in their collection. And people collect all sorts of wondrous things. And, you know, in the collecting world, no matter what niche you're in, there's always those little items that are really expensive, you know. People collect trainers, you know, Air Jordans, some of them are mega money, thousands. So, yeah, I just want to know, is it a waste of money? Because what else would you do with your money? I earn my money, I'd spend it on what I want to spend it on. I pay my bills every month, and whatever's left is disposable income. Do you get in debt? I do think collecting is an addiction. I'm going to hold my hands up there. You feel like you need these things, not that so much that you want them. You say, oh, I want to get that. But personally, anyway, there's always that niggle in your head. I still need to get that. I need to get that. I need to get that, until you finally pull the trigger and get it. I think that's across the board with all kinds of collecting. You know, I'm not going to mention names, but I know someone who collects Harry Potter memorabilia, and they have a lot of coins, Harry Potter coins, and some of them are expensive, you know, but they keep buying them because they want the full set. So when they bring out new ones, they buy new ones. And I just think that's the same with the people who collect Lego. It can get obsessive, don't get me wrong, but is it a waste of money? If I went out for a meal with my 50 quid, I would eat it. I'd shit it out the next day and it's gone. I spent 50 quid on a steelbook. I've got that forever. I can still appreciate it in 5 years' time. I can look at it and say, that's a really cool steelbook. It may go down in value, it may go up in value. Who cares? I don't really care about the value anymore. I used to think, oh, I'll get that game because it's rare and it might go up in value. I don't do that anymore. I just get what I want to get. But yeah, as for wasting money, like me and Jordan from Wild Game Mountain was having a chat the other day. While we always have a chat at a party on PlayStation. Rob's usually there, but he wasn't there on this occasion for whatever reason. But we was talking about how much money I actually do waste. Like, I don't think my collection's a waste, but money I do waste. So I go to work every morning. I leave the house, I buy a coffee, usually McDonald's, which is like $1.89. Sometimes a Costa, which is like $3.50 or $3.60. That's a waste of money. I'll go and do my first job. On the way to my next job, I'll pop to the shop and get a bottle of Pepsi. That's a £1.50. That's another waste of money. Lunchtime, I'll get Greggs or a McDonald's or a meal deal. So a meal deal is roughly $4.50. A Greggs I could spend up to £8. I'll grab another coffee. I'll grab another coffee in the afternoon. I'm probably spending £15 to £20 every single day on coffee and food in work. Now that's a waste of money. And I said to Jordan, I think I need to cut back on that and see how much money I actually save. And lo and behold, a few days later, Ross from Bahaha, however you pronounce it, Bahaha, he actually done a video on something similar where he cut out his parking in work, buying lunch and breakfast in work, and he actually took his own, I think he was having a pot noodle a day or whatever. He went a bit more extreme, but he managed to buy a rare game to the tune of like £750 within a matter of months. So that is wasting money. I'll leave the link to that video down below because Ross has got a great channel. I love Ross's videos. He's a gamer's gamer. He doesn't, like, you look at his room and you can't really appreciate what's there because he's got such a small space and so much stuff. But I'd advise you watch his room tour because the stuff he has got, some of it is out of this world, as in rarity wise. I'd hate to think what his collection's worth, but his collection, as in rare games, is probably one of the best I've seen. It's fantastic. Stand-up guy. He's not just a collector. He's not just doing it for YouTube. He is a gamer as well. The amount of games he platinums, he does reviews on games and stuff. So yeah, check out Ross's channel. Awesome channel. He's just a really down-to-earth guy, and he's a gamer at heart, but collecting as well, you know, and his collection is insane. But I'm going off topic. So yeah, leave in the comments, is all this a waste of money? Now, you could say I could do things better. Like, I don't know what I've spent in total. Let's just say £5 grand. I spent £5 grand. What would I have done with that £5 grand? I could have gone on holiday to Disneyland, which would have been over in a week, maybe 2, depending on what package I got. I could have went out for a meal once a week. I could have gone out drinking with my friends. I don't drink alcohol. I could have, you know, £100 easy on a night out. So if I do that every week, that's £400 a month. So to me, that's wasting money. Obviously, everyone has their own different opinions. I know you can't put a price on memories, you know, going out with your friends and stuff, but half the time I got so pissed I didn't even remember the evening anyway. So it is a waste of money. And these do build memories. Some of these things I do have memories for, like my Nokia 3310, which I'm going to be showing in a video coming up, which I think will be a bit of fun. But, you know, the Game Boys, and it brings a sort of little happiness, doesn't it? It's like, even people who don't collect this stuff, you know, I look at it and I'm like, wow, I remember that. So, like, Laura doesn't collect this stuff. She's not into it, really. But if we go to a game shop or an old toy store, and she sees stuff from when she was a kid, you can see that little thing in her eye, and she's like, oh my God, I remember these when I was a kid. Do you remember these, Wade? And it's those feelings, and I think the nostalgia, and I think that's what we're chasing. And I don't think you can put a price on that, personally. Obviously, there's limits. I'm not going to spend 10 grand on a steelbook. But, you know, if I think something's worth it, I'll pay for it, and it's not a waste of money to me. So, yeah, I do waste money. I waste money on coffee. Coffee is probably one of my biggest expenses. Obviously, I buy coffee for the house. I don't buy cheap coffee. I buy the pods from my coffee machine. I buy coffee every day when I'm out and about. More than likely 3 cups every single day, even when I'm not in work. If me and Laura pop into town, the first stop is always the garage, so I can grab a Costa or McDonald's. And then I'll usually get one when we're out and about as well. So I spend a lot of money on coffee. and smoking. I blow a lot of money on smoking. So there are worse things to spend your money on, even crack, cocaine, and alcohol. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not wasting my money. But leave it in the comments. Do you think video game collecting is a waste of money? Is all the value in it just going to drop out of its arse in 10 years or less? Who knows? Personally, I don't care. I don't care if all this was valued at £5 in 10 years. It's my stuff. It's cool stuff, and I like looking at it, which is no different to someone buying artwork and putting it in their hallway and looking at it every time they come in from work or whatever. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, folks. I'm just sick of people saying I'm wasting my money when it's really got nothing to do with them, is it? If I want to spend all of my wages on gaming and gaming related stuff, and I do play games. I'm not someone who doesn't play games. Some people collect games and they don't play them. Some people collect games and they might play once a week. I basically play every night. I do have more games than I'll probably ever get through, but that's just the way it is. If I stop buying now, I would get through them. I don't know a count of how many games I've got, but I'm going to say around 500 across various consoles. I did 54 last year, so it'd take me 10 years to get through them all. And a lot of them I've already done, so I could probably get through all these in a few years. So I am going to play them eventually. But yeah, anyway, I'm babbling now. So let me know your thoughts. Is buying video games and collecting them rather a waste of money? So be interested to hear what you think. I know like regular viewers, you're all going to be on the same sort of page as me, but it'd be interesting to see if this reaches other people who don't really collect games and see their thoughts on it, because you do get the odd person who likes to throw their 10 cents in, what a waste of money, and then they'll go spend 40 quid on getting a fake tan done at a salon or something, or they'll, I don't know, buy fucking new alloys for the car, which don't really need, do they? So horses for courses, if you ask me. I'll see you all on the next one. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't and you're new around here, because I'm chasing that 8k. I want 8,000, and I'll see you all on the next one, folks. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne. In his world PlayStation reigns the same, and he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's World! Game stay, play, he game stay. Wayne's World! Play, his realm, y'all, his game haven. Right.